Yeah, I'm Keanu. I'm from Sydney. I'm the director, founder of Sier Riem. Feel like I'm bringing the light on Sydney style. Sier Riem, Sier Riem, what it is a hard one. I don't even like to say it. Streetwear. It's not even fucking streetwear because it's not. It's full jail criminal style, but luxury fabric and craftsmanship. So I can't even call it street because it ain't street style. I don't even know what to call it. You call it streetwear. You go touch it. It's luxury. I don't even know what to call it. And I haven't known what to call it, bruh, since I started at Mum's, that's the truth. Since I was young, I always had that want for nice things, nice clothes, nice shoes. I want to go into nice restaurants. I want to see the mad views, mad scenery, cars, whatever it was. I should call myself a self-taught designer. So I would like pants that skaters wear. I would like attachments that gothic kids wore. And I take bits and pieces of that, build my own style with that off the foundation that I already had, which was that sort of urcha lad style. See me, I'm like a filter for Sydney culture, you know? Whatever I've seen in my life, or whatever I've liked in my life, I thought was fresh, I thought was mad, goes through me and comes out Sier Riem. I walked into the mad shop in Sydney that's got all the mad brands. I wanted a plain white shirt, and I couldn't get a plain white shirt. Like I could have got one from one of the cheap stores, but I didn't want that because I got that thing about, you know, taste and class. I want that high quality. I will pay whatever $300, $400, $500 for a top if I will have it for 2 years, 3 years if you take care of it, you know? I'm not about that fast fashion. I like the slow fashion. And when I say these mad brands, they're still mad brands because they do what they do. But when I say no white t-shirts or no basics, no staples from these brands, I'm like, bro, they're missing something here. Yeah, that gap needs to get filled. But I was already getting tipped over the edge already with ideas, but that was sort of the one thing I went, oh, well, you can't give me a fucking white t-shirt and use this brand here. You know what I mean? Use the big names. I've got to do something here. And I reckon I can make a better white t-shirt than these cunts anyway. That's what I thought. Yeah, how I thought about it was these massive brands aren't really covering that luxury staple area. The brands that are, Loro Piana, The Row, sort of La Mer as well. They're covered, but they're covered in they're covered in a different way. I had a completely different version or a different vision. And those staple pieces are important because it just allows you to mix and match better with your wardrobe, and there's nothing better than feeling like one item becomes 100 items, you know? And white tees, denim, cargo shorts, things like that are these types of items. Philosophy, and this is just words, minimalistic but luxury. Sydney style, Portuguese craftsmanship. I find inspiration from where I'm raised, and I find the inspiration from where I've been in my life. The subculture of Sydney, the urchin style, prison, the way, you know, jail fits. Probably sprinkled with a little bit of American music style, beach, athletic inspired, probably footy inspired a little bit. All these little things. I'm not going to just say it's from one place. I grew up in Newtown. Multiple styles. And there's been heaps of things, bro, that hasn't been just... I get it from making up scenarios in my head of like, if I walked into this place, what would I be wearing? Fuck, that'd look crazy if I had that on. Imagine someone had that on. I get inspiration from anywhere, bro. Number one would be quality. And number two would be how many things in my current wardrobe is this gonna go with? And look, I worry a lot less about what I'm gonna buy these days because obviously I do the brand and all my focus and everything goes into the brand because, yeah, I know now what true quality is, you know what I mean? And if it's not, if the brand I'm looking at isn't matching the quality of my brand, then I'm like, I'm just gonna make my own t-shirt. That's how it started.
You know what I mean? That's how I started. I thought, fuck, bro, I can make better t-shirts than these cunts.
The first brand that came to my mind would be Bottega Veneta, followed probably by Maison Margiela. Why? You see the plain, you see the minimalistic, there's not much going on, you gotta look twice, only if you buy this brand, you know what that brand is. Very similar to Sier Riem in that way. So I look for things that are like my brand. I draw inspiration from brands that are like my brand.
Like in Australia, bro, we don't have the tracksuit culture. It's been adopted because everyone listens to that UK music, you know what I mean? All the kids follow that. But here, bro, it's t-shirts, it's singlets, it's not layers here. So it's that plain, it's that class, bro. All you need is a t-shirt and a pair of shorts here and you're fresh. Your accessories and you're fresh. Sydney's more about where you're going instead of what you're wearing.
I can see the beauty in just shorts and a t-shirt. This whole other side of the world, everyone wants to talk about layers and putting jackets on jackets and all this kind of stuff. They think that is it's a bare minimum that you need to be doing to be considered fashion or no style. No. That's all you need, shorts and a t-shirt. Well, bro, if I had to be honest with you, it doesn't really seep into Sier Riem. It is Sier Riem, that is what the Sydney style is. It's everything about the Sydney style. It's about, like, even look at the nightcap day shorts. That's a full old school thing that boys used to do growing up. They used to, chuck their hat on their pants. So we made the attachment, paying homage to that sort of style thing. No, but it wasn't a mainstream thing like, oh, Sydney boys do that. But to me it was. I was like, alright, I'm saying all the boys doing this must be the new thing that we do, So we paid homage to that little style through the shorts and hat. But just that plain, it's that look twice. It is the Sydney style, isn't it? Things are gonna come off the back of this. They're gonna be like, oh, I'm trying to do the Sydney thing. Look at Sier Riem, they're doing the Sydney thing, That's Sydney. You look at Sier Riem, that's Sydney. It's everything Sydney is.
Just more collections, continuing that focus on detail, luxury with a Sydney touch, with the Sydney luxury, the new Sydney. That's the next thing for Sier Riem. Consistent quality, keeping our name strong, bro. Every time you buy a shirt, you know it's a Sier Riem shirt as soon as you touch it. You can see the finish on it. You can see the way it shines, the way it drapes, the way it fits. Yeah, I want that for Sier Riem. I want that plain. But how do you know that's Sier Riem? Just by the way it's looking and touching, feeling, sitting, falling, rocking, all of that, bro.